Okay, hold tight. So what we're going to do, I'm gonna get a sip of water. Dry here. Okay, so what we're going to do is kind of, do that series we used to do. God, it's 3 years ago now. Excuse me. That was lemon water into the wrong spot. Oh. I'll let it calm down. You guys breathe while I get my act back together here. The power of relaxation. Okay. I just did the Muriel. I got it relaxed right there. So I have to say this. We still have Stephanie with us, so I'm going to tell the story. And you guys are going to rest and breathe. So Muriel had that punctured lung thing, filling up with liquid. And she, because of being able to belly breathe and having done a lot of it, I can still hear my voice, having done a lot of it, it was in her wherewithal to use it while the medics were coming to her at her house. And she could breathe down to her belly past the filled part of her lung. She could breathe down to the bottom of the lung and kind of hang in there until we got to her. That was awesome. That was mind-blowing. So we've had fabulous little saves like that. So the ability to know how to control your breathing is pretty awesome. Can be life-saving. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do our session. I got my act back together. Kneeling. So everybody remember that when you kneel, if kneeling is hurting your knees, you need to think in a couple ways. One, having a mat with you that has, like I have my mat, I have my double mat, I have my squishy mat and my regular mat, and I'm on a rug. So that's one thing. If you are kneeling and it hurts you, so the cushion is great, but the fact is when you are kneeling, all of this is what you're standing on. All of this is your footing. From knee to instep is your push down power, right? So do that right now. In your kneeling position, if you push down, you're going to feel the leg muscle trigger. Do you feel that? You can trigger that all the way into your butt. Push it down, leave it down, keep the push into the floor. Now, Dave, you might have to sickle your feet in to do it, or get your toes like that. But so some people say I can't kneel, and what they're doing is they're taking all their weight into their knees. And yeah, that can hurt. That can hurt. The other thing is where you place your hips. So you can see my hips now are now behind, they're over, they're forward. So this all counts. All these are spaces that you have to control yourself in, right? You can let them be behind. You can let them be directly over. You can let them be forward up. But the whole fact is I'm standing all the way on this part of my leg. I'm using the push down power. Now, the same thing in your wrists. If when you're on your hands, you're taking all the weight right into the heel of your hand, that would be like standing around on your heels. We used to do the kids, right? Walk around your heels. That was fun. We're not the kids anymore. We're smarter. So we have to use the entire hand. So heel, ball, fingers is your footing of your hand. I'm talking like foundation footings, from a house, because I was married to and worked for foundation people, French drains and foundation. And so with my hand here, I can't just hang out in my wrist. I got to push my entire hand down, and I got to push that down. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go back and forth with hanging out and letting all our weight just hang like sacks of potato on those joints, and then we're going to push, hold it, hold it, hold it, release it, and be sacks of potatoes. Breathe and push. 2, 3, 4, and release. Feel your upper arm. Feel that muscle, right? That we did our twisting. And you're going to push. 2, 3, 4, and release. You're going to push. 2, 3, 4, and release. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's do it this way. So you're going to take your elbows and you're going to place your elbow directly under your shoulder, and you're going to do the other one the same way. You're going to clasp your 2 hands together and you're going to place that down. So more or less get your head. So you can see my forehead is over my fists and my elbows are below my shoulders. And I'm not letting them get far out. I'm pulling them in as close as I can so that they're staying under my shoulders. The top of my arms rotated like we practiced before. And I'm going to take this triangle here and I'm going to push the whole thing into the earth and feel it all the way up into my upper arms and shoulders. Let the air out, be sacks of potatoes, hang out, breathe, and push. 2, 3, 4, and release. Hang it out, breathe. Air comes out, 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. Let it all out, breathe, and push. 2, 3, 4, and release.
Fighter jets.
Fighter jets, it says. Breathe. All the way down to the bottom of the bowl and push, letting the air out. 2, 3, 4, and release. Good. Give yourself a little break. Get out of that position, sit on your butt, or get comfortable for a moment. So the next thing that we're going to go on to is, make sure that's on me, is working with the lower half of our body. So you can do hands like we did, all fours, or you can take this stance. Either one of those can be your foundation for your upper body. We're going to be in an all fours position or a triangle and back end up position. What we want to do is start to do the exercises, the spaces. We're going to practice exercises that would help us move through the spaces that we would use to get up off the floor. So we're going to develop those spaces. We're going to strengthen them, and we're going to learn how to move. And they might be hard to move into. So that's why we're going to practice them over this month. So we get that back. So go ahead, find your position. It's going to be here or it's going to be here. Okay. The first thing we're going to do on our all fours, and you see my hips are over my knees. I'm going to take one knee and I'm going to pull it in a little bit toward my center, because I'm going to lift my other leg up and down. And this is all about your butt. This shape is the same. Don't change the shape, Dave. Keep this bent shape the same. So I'm lifting that up and I'm bringing it down. So I'm going to feel my belly up and down, but I'm not changing that shape. And this is real important for you, Muriel, because this is where you get weak. You let down and down, lift it up and down. So that required butt and belly. Here we go to the side. Up and down. Get that belly hiked way up and down toward your ribs. Up and down. If you have to be low, be low. Don't straighten the leg. Up and down. Now what we're going to do is open your knees a bit. Open your knees outside of your hips. So walk your knees away outside your hips, kind of open. So I got a lot of space, at least the space of my chest. And you're going to let yourself ride back a tiny bit. So this was what you would know as child's pose, with your knees spread. If you are hurting your knees, take the weight into your arms and support yourself at the front of your body. Muriel, just approach all these gently. So the more you draw your belly tall, the more you draw your back long. If you're having to use your upper body for support, roll your shoulders into place. You know all the rules, ladies. So let the other parts of your body help you. If you can go back farther, go back farther. And we're going to come back up into our position and do another one. Get your knees back underneath you, under your hips. The next one that we're going to do is like peeing on a tree. If we were doggies, we're going to lift our leg. We're going to bring our leg down. We're going to lift our leg up and bring our leg down. We'll lift our leg up and bring our leg down. So this outer muscle is really working. Up and down, other side. Lift and down. Draw your belly tall. Get firm on your upper body. Up and down. Up and down. Remember, your whole shin is your foot and down. Open your knees wide. Rock back. Rest. See how much you can let yourself fall between your knees. So that, if you have belly like I do, that's a place for it. And this is very good for the lower back. See if you can feel like your lower back, from your lower back up your spine, it's a water flow of warmth elongating your spine. Let's take a breath here, air out. And breathe. And release. And let yourself rest up into your camp. Let's get on our hands and knees for this one. So hands have to go into place. What we're going to do here, and I'm going to angle myself a little bit. That's on my other camera. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to have your support knee here, more central bodied. You're going to take this leg and you're going to swing it up into this position. Now this could be difficult. Good, buddy. And we don't care if it's difficult. We don't care if we get kind of there. This is what we're learning to do. And then we're going to swing it down. Now, a little trick. Watch this trick. If I rock my body back and forth, right? And I rock away and hike up at the same time, it gets some loft. It flies through the air and I can get closer to my desired position. And then I do the same thing. I push my foot into the ground, rock away from it, and swing it down. So let's swing it up. Yahoo! Boom! Yes, Betty, you got it. And now you're going to push the foot. So you got to articulate, push that foot as you swing away, launch it into the air and bring it down. And you're going to swing it up. Oh, that was a clumsy one. And then you're going to push away and bring it down. Let it be hard. We don't care. And remember, you got this rocking side to side thing. So you got to rock this side you're going to go, and then you rock away and woo, launch it. That was a big launch. And then you also got this push. See this forward back push, right? And I can take this push here and I can go push and bring it down. And then I got this rocky thing. So I rock toward where I'm going to go, rock away and launch, and fly it to the air. You're warming up to it, right? And then you got this front back thing here you can do, right? Knee over toe thing, right? And you can go forward, and as you push back, you're going to use your foot to launch it and bring it down. Now, when you launch it, you got to engage those muscles, right? The pea on the tree muscles. Yeah. Okay, let's open our legs and go back. Of course, now my neck hurts for staring at the camera in a weirdo way. So elongate that neck. Let the body rest its air out. And take a breath. And a nice release. Take your, the breaths you need, take those. All righty, so we're going to do the other side. Did I break you, Dave? Okay. All right, so we're doing the other side. So when I'm in this position, I draw my belly up. I don't just let that hang, right? I look like an old gray mare. I'm pulling on my lower back in a weird way. I standing on that platform and I draw this tall up the front line of my body. And shoulders are active. So what we're going to do, we can do our rocking side to side, right? We would rock toward the side. We're going to bring the leg up, away, and launch. But we push that knee down. That whole footing of shin to knee into the earth to launch it into the air. Boom, there you go, Betty. Awesome. And you got that super long leg, so your stretch is really this other stretch. That's the one. But take this here, Betty. Let yourself go forward, knee over foot. That's going to get you some of what you need. Push back. Now this is the rocking, the launching that you would use. I would go into it, whoop, and now I push away to launch that leg. I have to use those muscles. Those are the muscles we use, ladies, when we lay on our sides and put the arch of our foot on our knee and we push back. That's the same set of muscles. Okay, so get your side to side rock. Rock into it. As you rock away, you're going to launch your leg, bringing it to your forward position. Now you've got your knee over foot angle. You can go. Does that work for you? You're going to go into it. You're going to push away, come down. And here you're holding those muscles as it's flying through the air because you have like a Baryshnikov leg. You're going to rock into it, rock away. You can practice your rocking. So you rock into it. Now you're going to push away to launch it. And then you're going to go forward and back. Right? That's your forward back. This will be a nice stretch. As you stretch back, Betty, you're going to get the length you need to bring it into the position in the first place. So this back away bend, where it's more straight, is going to give you some of what you need here. So that would be your like secret thing. Yeah, good girl. And then, so what you're going to do is lean into it, and then we're going to launch it. Woo, and hold that butt side belly action. And then you're going to do a little side to side rock. So you rock into it. You rock away to launch it. It's your push away point. You go to your forward and back. Rest when you need to. Muriel, you're okay? Muriel, just let me know you're okay. Yeah, good, good. Rest, 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 rest. You're going to your front back, to your front. Now you're really going to push that foot to bring it back. Good. Let's go ahead and take our open position, drop our hips back. Get that center line, line in between those two hips. Elongate your torso as much as possible. Shoulders would be rolled back. You can use the support of your arms, but get the neck right. And give yourself some breath. And it'll really ease. And another one. Okay. All righty. So let's come out of this. Stand on your booty cheeks. Davey, how are we doing for time?
150.
Oh, good. Okay. So I need to know how you're doing. How are you doing there, Betty? Can you open your mic?
Hello,
Hi there.
I'm good.
Good. So you were doing some good works.
Yeah, those stretches are good for me because I don't do enough. I do my walking and I don't do enough stretching. But I'm not, I don't go around in a lot of pain. I'm just kind of, conditioned. But this is good. This
Yeah,
is,
this will take you for, this will help you for things, you know, you'll need when, as your body gets older and older. And it
but
will also help you if you have to scale something. So eventually,
but
as
like, what do you mean scale? Like climb up a wall?
you don't know what you're gonna need to do in a
True. That's-
situation that is
No, I mean,
unknown.
it's all conditioning. It's all conditioning, but yeah,
Yeah.
this is good. It gives me, you know, the stretching is good. Even though I have a certain amount of flexibility, there's always room for
I
more.
know, it could be just like a hair different and, oh my gosh, I'm tight. This is a tight approach, you know.
Yeah.
So how about you, Wheezy?
I'm good. I'm
Good.
surprised that I can sit up on my own, on my sit bone.
So that's not.
I don't know where that came from.
It
I
came
remember
from
it.
laying on your back
Mhm.
and doing this
Ah,
and this.
okay.
That's where that really comes from there a lot. Because look at, right? I'll show you. Here I am. Here I am.
Mhm. Oh.
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Really the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. So like my mama said, can't relate a dime to a donut, not picking on you, but this was like one of her things. She could relate things to one thing to another. And I'm like, oh, I get it, mama, because I can do that too. You know, so I can see the relationship with those two moves. Want to show you one thing else while you're resting. This, and don't copy me, just watch. So you know how we do this exercise, right? And so we've got the arch, you know, where I'm blocked a little bit on our knob of our knee, and we push that back, like to that back wall. We make this place flatter. Tummy's drawn up. This spiraling muscle into the butt cheeks that are wrapping together and held, right? So where we're using that strength we built, or that you should have been building, is here. Is here. Right there. You see it?
Yep.
That is that. See the relationship? Does that make any sense to anybody?
Yeah.
Good. How about you, Louise?
Not quite. Could you do it just one more time quickly?
Yeah. I probably slowly would be better.
Oh,
So, all right. So we're here. We're doing this doggy leg lift.
yeah.
Okay, so I have to use all these muscles to make that happen. Same muscles are being used as I lower myself into this position. I didn't let those muscles down. So if you were using this correctly, wrapping this muscle, using the buttocks of support side, you were building the strength that you need to do this.
Okay, I probably hadn't been doing it right because I'm not very strong.
Well, then so you start to re-gear your brain about that.
Yeah.
You're just not resting. You're literally, even though it looks like things are all in a resting position, you're holding it there with all the muscles. And we can cultivate that. But it's good to know where you're not, where, oh, I didn't understand it that way. You know, so now you start to focus that way.
Yeah.
Muriel, how are you doing? I noticed you got a little tuckered. Your mic's not open either. So I think she went back into revival mode.
Is it open?
Yep.
Yes.
Are you okay? First, I need to know you're okay.
Hanging in there.
You're hanging in there. So that was a little hard for you. That was hard. That was hard. But, you know, through your practice, yeah, the wrists start to yappen. So the same thing, remember, we're going to remember things over time. You need to maybe go into a very restful mode. We'll change gears. We're going to go to how we will negotiate steps. Okay, we'll just work standing up at the bottom of our body. But Muriel, you're going to want to gently make circles, right? Gently make, not the hard ones, gentle ones. Because if you've been feeling that in your wrists and you don't have the push down power in your hands,
Well, my wrists are a lot stronger than they were,
yeah.
because they've always been weak.
But they can, we can take what always, throw it out and say, from here we go up, we build
Yeah,
more.
right. Yes, yes,
And
yes.
so-
I'm happy that they can do what
Which-
they can now. It's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And look how fluid they are now. Because remember when you started doing Persian, how clunky they were?
Oh, yeah.
And that it's like everybody had tree branches for hands. Now there's this like movement showing up, this flexibility. Yeah, that's good. Oh, Dave's got good thread. I got a form of dance for you, David. David's got Thracian hands, Louise.
Ah,
I'll have
That
to
means
show you.
that sounds good
I'll show you
or bad.
these hunky ass men who do Thracian dance. Oh my God. Right, Louise?
right.
Oh my God.
I'm more chunky than hungry.
No, they all got girth. They're all, they're village sorts, even though they're professional dancers, but they're all, Anyway, yeah, the really good ones, right out of the village. They got bellies. They got like earth. They're into the earth. Oh, they're fabulous. Okay, so let's take a water in, water out break. And we're going to come back and now let's see, I need to ask a question first. So what I want to refocus on is the kind of strength you need when you're coming up and going down steps. So David has like 3 flights of steps in his house. Now there are tons of steps. Isn't there 3?
2.
Bump, 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 bump? No? Okay,
All right,
what?
1, 2, like 7, then 2, then
Okay, whatever it is, it was hell on me.
2, 7.
So I'm like,
7,
oh, this is hard. And plus it just feels like gravity here is completely different, maybe more earth energy,
Desert.
desert. So, feet chakras make you feel more open up when it's more earthy, you get heavier to the earth. And so, and then I don't go up and down steps. I don't, like I'm not really taxed in my small environment. So this was like, oh, this is awesome, because now I can see everything I need to do to strengthen myself without hurting and to go up and down these particular steps. And guess who I'm going to share it with? You guys. So this will be fabulous. So go take a little break and we'll come right back.
Bring the camera over there by the stairs.
Not yet. Not yet. I have some interim things I can do. Do you have steps still besides this one? I thought I'd use this one initially.
Do I have another step?
Do you have something that you can be working
No.
on? Okay. So
It's good. It'll work.
you can also take the camera on to the steps as I'm teaching this part, and then you'll be able to. I got a beat.
Elemental P.
How did that go for you, Dave? I didn't even ask
It
you.
was it's good. I know I feel the tightness on the sides right here
Yeah,
when you were doing this, when you were floating.
right.
I tend to lay down on a bed like that. It just like aggravates it.
Yeah, so we need to teach, I'll teach you how to roll, do the pillows in the right spot and how to roll them.
Oh, boy.
Cassini, she's crying. The message I sent her. She sent me a message.
Oh,
I'm crying. Yeah, the one I told her about, Natalie and Connor got crushed by the thing.
Oh, my God.
And Sarah signed his own death warrant.
Oh, God.
She says, I'm crying. I'm in fear, I'm shocked, I'm horrified and depressed. I can't do anything, I'm stuck. I watch the news every day and cry. I would never have thought this is possible in the world. I'm very worried about my Ukrainian friends. For all people, both Ukraine and Russia, I pray for peace, pray for peace, people for kindness. I'm always believe music and kindness. I pray so much and I think it all. And this is very scary. Love you, my dear friend.
Okay, so what is the most beneficial positioning here? I gotta get, this is not necessary. All right. Does help when I'm on a mat, kind of defines the space. I'm gonna close these blinds. Oh, let's see. Is there, I'm looking into light. Okay, see if that makes any light over
That
here.
wasn't too bad, huh? The flyover, the two.
No,
the two-
not at, I don't think it even picks up. Tell you the truth.
When I'm upstairs, sometimes it really. My room.
I wonder if I should just do a little bit of this. Oops, tiniest bit. That's not bad. Okay, and here's my thinking. So that's good too. Okay, so first I'm going to teach a little bit, and then we're going to relocate. Okay, so now you're not necessarily going to be able to mimic what I'm doing here. And what I'm going to do, first of all, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes. good, good,
Yes.
good. Okay, David. She's over there sitting in the rocker during class, waving. Okay. Anyway, so what I want to do is bring awareness to how do we use our bodies when we're going upstairs and downstairs. And I realize that a lot of what we do is probably to avoid pain or weakness. So I want to work on building some strength. So that takes care of the weakness, and alignment to take care of the pain. And see, between the two, can we get more, more juice or stronger with our steps. Now, so the first thing, and I just want to teach, you can kind of mess around with your own body, but I want to bring to light some things I became aware of. So the first thing I did when I was carrying stuff out of my house to bring it to the car to leave town is I loaded my shoulder with weight and I plonk hard on my 1 foot dead weight. Sack of potato weight, heavy, extra loaded, more than my regular weight. So that's the thing. I don't always walk around with large loads of stuff hanging from my shoulder. You can't disregard that. I say this and then I did it, right? You can't get so mindless that you haven't built your strength up to do that particular thing. So if you're going on a vacation and you know you're going to be carrying stuff around, you got to build up your chops for that. So that's one thing, but here's another thing. So as I came down the step, boom, and I had my cowboy boots on to boot. So what I discovered, so you can see this dangling foot here, is if I go through ball and heel, so I'm using my releve and the down part. So I rise, but the down part is where you have to come down in resistance because that's like your shock absorber. So we can all do that now, even with you leaning forward, Louise, that's okay. You can hold on to something and do this, you know, all your weight. Dave, up with this one. So, and just touch the back of the rocker for support, or you can come over to the counter. You just want to go up on your releve, you push away from the ground, and you want to go down slow. You want to go down slow. That resistance, and you might have to take your weight into what you're holding on to help you with that resistance. So you're pushing away the earth, you're hiking your heels, you're using your thighs. Don't let your knees go back, Dave. Let your knees have a little bend feeling. But the nice push away, and then go down slow. Keep through the knee has to be very firm. We're going to go up, the push away, keep all this wrap around feeling, and then we're going to go down slow. Right? Then we're going to go up. And then we're going to let ourselves go down slow. Hold the fridge, Miro. I know you can do this, but I want you to milk the down slow. So use the fridge as part of your hold your weight, or your sink would be good. You can push down on it and you can really milk this go down slow space. And that's all I want you to do. Is 4 of them. Always 4, right? Oops, I can talk to you here. Always 4 to start building strength. If you did those 4 each day until next Monday, because this is when we're going back into this kind of session, next Monday, you would have awesome strength in that control. Just don't drop down. You're going to control that slow down day. So if you have paper and pencil next to you, write that down. Releve, you're going to do a slow lowering 4 times. So that is actually, I'm giving you homework this week. Home play, we'll call it. And you'll recall that, Betty? I'm going to try to keep it to like 3 things. Just 3 things that you're going to focus on for 1 week. Each of them, but you're only doing 4. So you're doing 12 movements. Oh, okay. Now, the next thing that I discovered when I stepped on the step was, and it's a little hard to demonstrate here, like where is my knee? You know, the same thing here. Our power is more in the straight up without the knee being way over here and trying to. So you have to find that place that works best. Now I found one thing, and you can see here, that when I went to, so if I pulled my hips back and pushed, my thigh was working. So if I'm going to step up 1 step, but instead of just trying to go straight up here, what I did is I pulled my hips back and I pushed, and it was my thigh hip doing the work. It was this part doing the work. And this is what you're going to have to do on a step. That is the part you're going to have to do on a step. So, but as well, I think we can get a little mimicking out of it if we go bend, hips back. So my hips are definitely behind my heels, right? And from here, I want you to push up and feel your thighs work. Yeah, right there. And you're going to feel your knee is protected because it's all thigh butt, hip. Down, thigh butt, hip. Push those heels into the earth. Down, thigh butt, hip. And I'm making sure my knees don't get to wobble. They're literally held out there. And that held out there, that hold out bump, I don't give them any movement, is based on me doing this and pushing it back. That's how I kind of get aware of that. And guiding, knowing that you can guide, get a good angle. This is second camera that I always guide. You see my knee never, it's always over my foot. This one here. It's always over, I don't let any of this happen. I'm holding this. and it's guiding right through here. So even that little kind of movement right here, God, I'm working my butt. That little movement, you can do this right here. Just watching the one knee, you're using all of this, and you put my heels pushing. Woo! More booty. Let's do the other one. Are you guys feeling that? You feel it? Tiny bit?
I didn't know it was 1 foot. So
Yeah,
that-
just focus on the one side, so we're gonna focus on the other side.
Okay.
So my whole object, knee goes over foot. Not this way. I'm not talking about that, how far. I'm talking about when it bends, it's in line. It's in line with the top of my foot. And I'm just gonna work that little bit of space right here. This is what we've been trying to do in class. This little bouncy space. Think Pravo with muscles. Think Bulgarian with muscles. So you're just working that little space. Get your weight into your heel. That foot, see, notice, my butt is back. My chest is forward. I got my hand out here, and I'm just really using, my God, it hurts. Yeah, I'm using it. Both butt cheeks are working, but my focus is making sure where this knee goes. Where that knee goes, and it's not super bent, and it's not super straight. But I want to strengthen that relationship. So when I step on the step, I don't go just up, I go hips back, push. You see what I did? I'm not going from straight up to there. It's a little much too taxi on my knee. I'm gonna look like a retard for a while. And I'm gonna go hips back, push. And that's all by hip having to work and not stressing my knee to the same degree. Does that make some sense? Now, who has steps in their house? 1, 2, 3. Go to your steps and take your camera. Oh yeah, take that. So Dave's taken the stand-up version of me into steps for him to work on steps. So I'll use this as the example. And what I need you to do is go up 1 or 2 steps, and you're going to sidestep down your steps. So you know how when we sidestep, we're kind of like step 1, other. This downward motion will be the ball heel. Pull your hips back a bit. Okay? So, like I can only mimic 1, I think. I can mimic 2. I'm going to go ball, heel, bring my other foot in line. You can't see it?
No. Oh, wait.
Ball, heel, step. Oh, so you can't see me. You
Wait.
couldn't see me?
Okay.
Oh, I could see you.
Linda, can you
Yeah,
let me in? Oh, yeah, you've let me in.
yeah. I'm just trying to set Dave up with the right orientation. So as you go there, it will be, and so, oh, that squeeze, I'll admit for admit.
Recording in progress.
Uh-oh, I know what's happening. Uh-oh, now I caused a problem. Let me see if I can undo it. Don't come near me. Uh-oh. I caused-
Don't cross the beam.
Hold tight, lady. That should be okay. So, I'm gonna yell. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not hearing me here. Oh, don't come. Oh, go ahead. Put your camera down, or we can swap. Why don't we swap? Let me give you this.
Can I hang out on the,
You'll be able to see. Yeah. Okay. Okay, kiddos. Now, Okay. Alrighty. So what you're doing, ladies and gents, is you're gonna go up 3 steps, 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. And the whole thing is about coming down. So you're gonna go through ball, heel, and then bring the other foot down. I don't have any room. Then you're gonna go ball, heel, bring your other foot down. Hold on to your wall, hold on to your railing, whatever it is, you are sidestepping. That's what you want to work with.
I'm working here.
I cannot see you
I
at
was
this
doing it
point.
right then when I was coming down.
Actually, maybe I can. If I go,
What I was doing, yeah.
working? Okay, listen, and then you're going to go back up and you're gonna do the other side. Okay? Going back up. Whoa. And you're holding on. And you're gonna go ball, heel, get that firm feeling. Bring the other foot down. I don't have that. And you're gonna go ball, heel, let your butt go back. Feel this working and bring it together. The belly works, everything works. You're using the railing. We want to build that little space of strength. So we're gonna use every other tool we can to help. So just go ahead and speak and say if that's working for you. Betty? Yes or no? Or Louise? Yes or no?
No,
Not yet? Okay.
I don't know how to set up my device. So I can see you and see me.
So do you recall, I don't care if I see you because I don't have it on that point of view.
Okay,
You need to know what we're doing. You need to do it on both sides. That's the test run.
so I haven't done it yet because I'm distracted by my device.
Now,
Okay.
let's do it. You can just lay me on the floor, looking up at you. Next, Muriel.
Yeah,
how
I
does that go for
I'm
you?
I can do it on both sides, yes.
Fabulous. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Go back to your first side. This will be the first time for you, Louise. We don't care. We just get a bit of an idea. I can't completely do it because I don't really have that set up, but I can step down properly. So I'm taking my first step down. I'm holding on to everything and I'm going ball, heel. I'm letting my hips go behind. I want to feel this. I bring my other foot onto that step and then I go ball. Feel that power right there. Heel. Feel the power as you soften into a slight bend. Feel it into your hip. Belly's up, helping you. And you bring the other one. And you do your last step. Ball. Heel. Get your hips back so you know you're supported. And bring your foot to it. And then check yourself out. And we're going to make sure you're breathing. We're going to go other side. Ready? So you notice I'm really holding on here. I'm going to go ball, heel. Notice where my hips are back here. Not there. They're here. Here gets stress on me. I just want to get in my thigh, hip. And then I'm going to bring my other one down. No room, but I will. And I'm going to go ball, heel. Notice where my hips went. I'm going to bring it down. My belly is drawn up. Everything is lifting up out of my hips. One more. Ball. Heel. Get that power and bring the other one to it.
Oh, there.
Side stepping is best, Dave, not front back stepping. Whole different mechanism
No,
front
I
back.
was going side, I was looking at something, you were doing a step thing and I was trying to follow it.
Yeah. Yeah. So our front stepping is another transitioning, another set of awareness. And I want you to So that, let's just say this is our second exercise, is the side stepping, ball heel, hips behind, everything lifted, everything pushed away. Same rules. That will be number 2, 4 times, once a day. So like you just 4 times each side, or you can go 4 steps and go down, whatever, like that. And right side, left side, that's all you need. So you're gonna write down, I got 2 homeworks, 7 days, till next Monday, gonna come back. Ha ha, this has happened. Okay? If you're creating owies, text me or write me. And we'll say, you know, or you can video yourself. I can say, okay, this is what you're doing. The third thing will simply be getting conscious of what the hell you're doing exercise. So I want you to watch what you look like when you're going up the stairs. So if you're heading up the stairs, how are you doing it? What's it look like? You know, what are you doing to get up there? And what's that knee doing? Where's your weight? Is it pulling on the front of your knee? I want you to see what you do going up and going down. I want you to first know where you're at as at the get-go. Where am I starting from? How is it? Don't get into beat yourself up mode. That's a violation. That's crimes against your humanity, your body. We don't want that happening.
Crimes against anatomy.
Anatomy, that's right. Dave comes up with it. Crime anatomy. So we don't want to do that. We want to observe what the heck are we doing? And, you know, so you now, and then maybe you can transition a little bit of what we're doing into it. And maybe not. It doesn't matter. I want you to notice what you're doing. That's what the information you're going to bring back. What you're doing. If you notice what you're doing and you made a shift, I want to know what you were doing and what you shifted to and how that affected you. So there are 3 little homework hunks. Everybody get that? Everybody come, oh, Dave, come back. Because I need the other camera.
David, come back.
Da, 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 da. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, now it's me. All right, so does everybody know what they're doing? You got it? 1, 2, 3 written down. Betty, you got it. Good girl. And so Betty, you could probably take your phone camera and just go up the steps. You hold your rail with one hand, take your phone, and as you go up the steps, record yourself. And that way you can just do what you do and you got it recorded and you can look at it. That's even better because then it really, really tells you what you do as opposed to being conscious and like all your corrective devices are going into gear. We want to know what you'll do in your unaware times. You're just like, what are my habits? That's what you want to capture for me first. And so I think you, Betty, recording it because you can hold your camera with one hand and go up those steps. Miro, don't you do that? Wheezy, optional. But okay, so you got your 3 things that you're doing. That's our homework. So we're going to end class. We're going to do our collect energy, choke home, finish to end up class. And you join in this, Dave?
Sure. Lay on the floor.
No, standing up.
Okay.
Real simple. So you're you have your stance open. Stance, not too big. That's a little wide. Make sure you're standing on your footprint and you're not letting your arches drop in because your knees also drop in. I want you to get footprint, like the footprint you see in the sand in the poetry. So hike those heels and feel the rotationals. So we're going to take that into a subtle bend. And that should be, your knee space should be really firm because your thigh space is firm into your hips. That's what does it. And we're going to breathe in, out with the air first. This is the gathering, and this is the bringing as if it's funneling into your body, through your head, and down into your body. And just close your eyes and yum up on the feel of awareness as you bring it down into your body. And then just root into the earth. First pass, we'll do that. Root into the earth. Feel heavy into the earth. Let's do another breathe. Gather. And just funnel it right into your crown. So it's coming through your crown and into your head. And it's coming through your throat, into your heart, and let's stop at the heart. Check in with your heart. And make sure your heart is open and functioning. And if you got to put paddles on it, go pacoom. And get like I can do this. Get your going. If you don't have that, it's just like you're not asking for energy to be provided. And so get it going. Growl a bit. Now bring that down into your body. And ground at that vibration. Let's do one last pass. Breathe. Gathering and plugging and filling up into our crown. We're just funneling into our own bodies once again, into our brow. So our vision is one of brightness. Woohoo-ness. Into our throat. Our voice box backs it up. Our heart into it. Boom. Yes. Ice cream. And bring it down into your body. All the way into the earth. And just bring your fingertips together. Find that balanced spot. And think the up, right, lift, all that. You're pushing away from the earth. And you're right in front of the heart. Center behind your brow. Letting the right and left hemisphere do its balance work. Notice the little shifting. My legs are together, so I'm constantly doing little foot action, ankle action to keep on balance. I have to push one foot in more than the other. I'm on a rug that has some loft. And when you're ready, just let go. Okay, guys, awesome. Thank you so much. Sound off. Who's doing great?
Doing fine.
Good, good. Betty, how you doing? You're on mute. Mute.
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good. Okay. So remember your homework. So I'm excited to receive that via email. I did it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay.
And Louise, just
Yes.
put your resistance right in its bouquet because it's not really yours. You're just carrying it around. You're really quite a nice person. This is how good you are. I'll carry this. I'll carry this with me.
I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you, whatever.
No, you don't. Okay, well, we'll have to talk about it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
And Muriel, keep up your stride work in your, I'm assuming you're doing it in your hall?
Yeah.
Or-
Oh, no, that's outside
Fabulous.
and in the house, yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Good deal, kiddo. All righty, I'll see you on Wednesday. We'll get to dance. So. Okay? All righty, bye-bye.
Bye.
So cute. Do you get to see her a little bit?
Area.